Activeboards are an established tool in Devo to analyse data evolution over time. Now with the Time Lapse widget, you can analyse data affected by seasonality to find variations from different moments in a series. Let's say we wish to compare variations over time of the activity across the Devo platform. With our Activeboard created and in edit mode, select the Time Lapses widget from the available widgets. Drag it onto a blank section of the canvas to add the widget to the Activeboard. Selecting the widget title bar will open its settings on the right-hand side. The settings contain 3 tabs. Let's look at each tab individually. In the Data tab, you can assign a name and description, add a custom date range, and enter the source query of the widget. To use this widget, the source query must meet some requirements. It must include columns with a timestamp value, typically the event date, and a numerical value. If the query contains more than 2, the first 2 will be selected automatically, although you can change the selection in the widget's visual settings. Select the values to plot on the X and Y axes. Next, choose how to plot periods with no data in the Fill Gaps section. When there are points in a data series with missing data, the chart will interpolate these missing points using the configuration selected here. Filling the gaps as 0 values plots empty values as 0 nodes, as null leaves the values empty, and connected plots a line on the chart that connects each of the nodes with values, bypassing empty values. This widget is especially unique due to the versatility of the configuration options, consisting of a mixed approach combining configuration options and user interface options. To see how to configure each of the lapses, let's first review the basic principles of a lapse. The upper part represents the whole time range selected for analysis. Here you can create and configure the different lapses to be compared. Click New Lapse to create a new one. Then you must establish its duration. Note that this duration applies to all lapses in your chart. You can use presets or set a custom duration. When using a custom period, click on a lapse's starting time and drag it to resize them all. Alternatively, place the cursor inside a lapse and use the mouse scroll wheel or the up and down buttons to resize them all. Move the position by dragging into position or using the left and right arrows. Click on the link slider at the top right to consider all lapses as a single entity when moving them, keeping the distance between them. Alternatively, you can click the link icon on any of the lapses. Select the snap slider at the top right to adapt lapses to rounded time units when moving them. Select a lapse to see the amount of events contained in that period, the average of their values, and the highest and lowest of those values. To remove a lapse, click on it in the legend. Now back in the settings, you can configure the display settings of each individual lapse, giving it a name and assigning it a custom colour. You can also modify the raw data. Once you have decided the configuration, use the lower area to further analyse the data. This area reflects the time lapses in real time, superimposing them on top of each other to analyse data in the equivalent moments of the different lapses. Hover over a point in the chart to see a tooltip with the values of each of the series in that moment. Click and drag to zoom on a specific range. Click Reset Zoom at the top right to reset. To show or hide the legend, click on a series in the legend, or click Hide or Show All Series. Thank you for watching this video. Visit us online to keep up to date with the latest content.